Hello and welcome. In the last session, we started with prompt engineering, and in this session, we are going to do something very interesting. We are going to learn role prompting, or how do we add persona to our prompts when we chat with AI. So let's imagine you want to test a checkout page and you want to check different things like adding items, entering the address, checking out process, making payment, etc. So you want to take help of AI and you go to AI chat and you will write a very basic prompt. So you can do hands-on along with me if you want. You can go to ChatGPT or Gemini or any AI chat that you want. So let's say I will go here and let's say generate test cases for checkout. So this is a very basic prompt. I will say generate test cases for checkout and I will hit enter. Let's see what does it give us. So it is giving us some output, some response, and based on all the details or its past experience, it is giving me the best possible output. So basic checkout flow, happy path, user authentication, cart validation, payment scenarios, etc. So all this is fine, but what if I can make my prompt much better by adding a role or persona to the chat, where I will say that you are an experienced SDET. You can say you are a senior QA engineer or a senior automation engineer or whatever you want to say, and then you can give your prompt, generate 5 test cases for checkout of an e-commerce application including all these scenarios. Or even if you just give the basic prompt and only add the persona, let's see what will happen. So let's say I will just copy this and say act as a senior SDET, or it can be a senior automation engineer, QA engineer, etc., and generate test cases for checkout. So as of now, I have just added a persona and everything else remains same. So let's see the difference. So you can see the output will be much more refined, much more polished. It will be much more efficient and exact to what exactly we need, and you can see the difference here. And if you add some more context and you can say what exactly you need, what kind of test cases, positive, negative, edge test cases, how many, you can add the limits, etc., all that we have learned in the last session, it will make the output even more better and efficient. So what changes here? So by adding the role or persona, it makes the output much better, and it makes AI think as that particular role or that particular person, or will only check in that particular field. So AI will have to check a lot of data sets, but when you give a role, when you give a persona, the data set that it has to check and prepare the output becomes very less, and it gives you much better responses, faster and more efficient, and the responses are much more useful. Okay, so this is how we add role or we add persona to our prompts, and this is called as role prompting. Alright, so you can see it will make the output much better. When we say you are an experienced SDET, or imagine or act like a senior SDET, now it knows that it only has to check the data sets related to SDET, like the SDET standards, SDET security protocols, testing things, and business analysis, etc. So the data sets becomes very limited and it will give us much better responses. Okay, so just tell AI who it is for or what you want what you want AI to act as, and the output improves instantly. Okay, so let's try something. Let's say you want to test a login page with OTP, and you can try with 2 prompts. The first one will be the very basic prompt, and after that check your output, and after that just add the role that act as a senior test engineer or a senior QA and the same prompt, and you will see the difference in the output. So this is how we do role prompting. Okay, I hope this was very useful. I will see you in the next session. Thank you for watching and never stop learning.